for tuning into Today News on Aruba.tv. A massive big screen reunion raising money for a good cause, drive-in concerts, fairy tales, and mockumentaries. Here's what's happening today in Hollywood.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, Dominic Moynihan, Billy Boyd, Orlando Bloom, and Sir Ian McKellen, my Fellowship of the Ring.
Josh Gad's latest reunited apart cast reunion is a biggie. The Lord of the Rings. Viggo Mortensen, Andy Serkis, Philippa Boyens, and Peter Jackson joined in. So did Sean Bean, Carl Urban, Miranda Otto, John Rhys Davis, Liv Tyler, and more. They reminisce for nearly an hour, complete with props from the New Zealand set of the trilogy. As a fundraiser for the charity No Kid Hungry, you can find one Zoom to rule them all on Gad's YouTube channel. The pandemic has helped bring back drive-in movies, so why not drive-in concerts? Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes are scheduled to play a pandemic relief benefit in Oceanport, New Jersey next month. Tickets start at $150 per car with a 4 people per car limit. Cars will be parked 9 feet apart with additional social distancing rules. Info at thebasi.org/drive-in. Keith Urban and DJ D-Nice also have performed drive-in shows recently. For her quarantine video of the classic Roxy Roller, Cherie Currie reached out to some friends and a fan. The video includes guest vocals from Nick Gilder, who wrote the song, and Susie Quattro. Everyone recorded their parts separately, of course. Then a 17-year-old self-taught video editor who met Currie on Facebook edited the clip together. The track is on Currie's new album, Boulevards of Splendor, out now.
Who are we?
The mockumentary The Social Ones, now on most digital platforms, takes a comic look at social media influencers. Star Allegra Edwards said she found inspiration in a real Instagram couple.
Unbelievably beautiful. They're so sweet, very stylish. You want everything in their home. You want to eat what they eat. You want to have the babies that they made together because they're that cute, and they're constantly getting gifted all kinds of clothing and accessories all the time.
Could you move over for me? He's shooting an Instagram live from my phone. So.
Look, I'm trying to shoot a documentary, guys.
Okay, but this is important, so move.
You pinch yourself, you faint, and then you get up and you call your agent immediately and say, like, we're doing this.
Paul Feig is set to direct an adaptation of the best-selling novel, The School for Good and Evil, for Netflix. The book is the first in a series about the place children are trained to be fairy tale heroes and villains. The novels have sold more than 2.5 million copies. The final book in the series just hit stores. That Fenway double play was a home run for charity. Dropkick Murphy says they're streaming out a Fenway live stream concert featuring an appearance by Bruce Springsteen has raised more than $700,000 for the Boston Resiliency Fund, Feeding America, and Habitat for Humanity of Greater Boston.
Day started out as the best day of my life.
Back here tonight, first show's at 7.
Yes!
The Pixar pick Soul, due in theaters in November, is one of 56 movies with an odd credential. It would have been an official selection at this year's Cannes Film Festival. The coronavirus prompted cancellation of the famous fest, of course, but that didn't stop Cannes organizers from revealing their lists, so the filmmakers didn't get to go to France, but in a way, they were there in spirit.
Are you kidding me?
Oprah Winfrey is jumping into the discussion on systemic racism in the U.S. She's set to host OWN Spotlight, Where Do We Go From Here? A 2-part town hall on racism and the state of the country. Activists, politicians, historians, and others are scheduled to take part in the special, airing June 9th and 10th on Discovery's 19 networks, including Winfrey's OWN.
Do you know what it's like to have a secret?
To play a virtually housebound writer in Shirley, Elisabeth Moss says she had to change physicality of her acting.
I got the impression that she wasn't really just very, she was in pain a lot physically and maybe just not very comfortable with her body. And so she sort of hides herself and is very like closed off in a lot of ways.
Lady Gaga is heading for a familiar place, #1. According to Billboard, the pop star's new album Chromatica looks likely to debut atop the Billboard 200 with one of the best sales weeks this year. It would be the 6th time she topped that chart. That's what's happening today in Hollywood. When we come back from a short break, visitors show some love to Aruba. Stay tuned.